great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys as well, so no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. The give on the inside. Spins away from the defense. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punch this defense right in the mouth.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them. They're already off to a great start.
I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change.
Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to the back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him, whatever the read is.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, West Virginia. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Defenses talk all the time about forcing turnovers, and to do that, you got to get so many hats to the football and swarm, and the ball sometimes comes out, and what do? You pick it up, take it back to the house. What a play by the...
Good, and it's 7-0. That is a defense. defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll run play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Great place to start for this offense. Off play action on 1st down. And the making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Mountaineers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Grabbed in the middle. It's White. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Oh, they're after him. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Coming out with it, it's Moore. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 30. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The Blue Devils have their offense in high gear. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
He'll bring it out. It's Bray. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him in. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend.
Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over Arkansas. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. Here comes the heat. Back open in the middle. They'll stop him short of the line to gain. Stopped him just short of the 20 at the 19. It'll be 4th down. And the Blue Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 20. He wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He turns that loose down the right side. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Didn't get much on 1st down and 2nd and 9. Send the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Blue Devils come to the line trying to find a way to... It's a fumble! Recovered by the defense, and he's off! He's running free down the middle. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Mountaineers! The defense putting points on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their 2nd fumble return for a touchdown today.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got his man across the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. And and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Looking for space. Tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. The Mountaineers are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Barnes. Right down the gut of the field. The 10. Touchdown, West Virginia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Anthony. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He'll take it himself. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll send the back in motion. He wants to throw it again. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Wants to throw on first down. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Power football with the run. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second down, he'll throw it. Reels it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This offensive line has just been action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blue Devils come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Caught near the sticks, it's Brown. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46. Guys, this is a team that struggled mightily last year, and the entire offseason was built around performing better in ACC play.
Well, they just didn't have the dudes to get it done last year. Didn't have enough talent, but they're a year older. They've gone to the transfer portal. They've done a good job recruiting from the high school rank.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Mountaineers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Looking to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Fires to the wideout. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense? Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.